Most homes don't have a space problem, they have a stuff problem. Drawers don't close, counters are covered, closets feel tight, and no matter how much you clean, the house still feels busy. You buy a few bins, you move some things around, you try a new system, and somehow it still feels cluttered. I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate, and we're in homes all over Rochester every week, and one of the most common things we hear from homeowners is, I just can't get this house to feel organized. So today we're breaking down what actually works when it comes to home organization and the common mistakes that people make that quietly create more clutter. So make sure that you stick around for our list of what makes clutter worse in a bit. But before we get into it, make sure that you're subscribed. We share practical homeowner advice here every week so that you can avoid learning things the hard way. Now, number one, most organizing fails because people try to store more instead of own less. The first step is always removal, not storage. So start with one drawer or one shelf or one closet section and ask, have I used this in the last year? And if not, it leaves. When you remove 30 to 40% of what's there, the space suddenly becomes easy to manage without buying a single bin. Number two is clear containers make spaces feel bigger and calmer. Pantries, fridges, and cabinets feel chaotic when packaging is mixed sizes and colors. So moving dry goods into clear jars or bins removes that visual noise. It also creates natural limits. So when the container is full, you stop buying more. This works especially well for snacks, baking items, and kids' grab-and-go foods. Number three, vertical space is the most underused storage in most homes. Walls, closet doors, and tall cabinet space often sits empty, while counters are overflowing. So simple wall hooks for backpacks and coats, shelving above washers and dryers, and over-the-door organizers in bathrooms and closets instantly free up usable space without adding furniture. Number four, counters feel cluttered because everyday items never get a home. Mail, keys, purses, water bottles, chargers, and paperwork land where it's easiest. So create a small landing zone near the entry or the kitchen with a tray, a small basket, or a drawer. When these items have a place within arm's reach, counters stay clear without effort. Now, number five, closets feel small because of how clothes are hung and stored. So matching those slim hangers create more space than the bulky mixed ones, turning all hangers the same direction, and removing anything not worn in a year changes how that closet feels instantly. And adding a second hanging rod for shorter items doubles usable space. Number six is drawers stay messy because they're wide open spaces. Large drawers become junk collectors. So simple dividers force categories. One section for batteries, one for pens, one for tools. This prevents random buildup and it makes it obvious when things don't belong. Now, number seven, paper clutter builds faster than people realize, especially for those of us who work from home. Mail, school papers, receipts, manuals, and notes, they just spread across counters because there's no system. A single file bin with labeled folders like action, to file, to shred, and a 5-minute weekly reset stops paper from taking over. Now, number eight, garages feel overwhelming because they hold things that belong somewhere else. Garages should store tools, lawn equipment, seasonal bins, and outdoor gear. Old furniture, unused boxes, and leftover project supplies really just create visual weight and they make the space unusable. So when garages are edited down to purpose-only items, they feel twice as big. Okay, number nine, open shelving creates visual clutter even when it's organized. So seeing everything at once makes rooms feel busy. Mixing closed storage like cabinets or baskets with a few styled open shelves allows the room to feel calmer and easier on your eyes. And number 10, most clutter is caused by convenience, not laziness. Things pile up in places that are easiest to drop them. So changing the system changes the habit. When items have an easy home nearby, clutter stops forming. Now, here are the organization mistakes that actually make clutter worse. Don't buy containers before you declutter. You end up organizing things you don't even need to keep. Also, don't create storage that's hard to access. If it's difficult to reach, you're never going to use it. Don't over-label everything. If systems are too complicated, they won't last. And don't mix categories in the same drawer or bin. That's how junk drawers are born. Another one is don't keep items just in case without a limit. That phrase fills more homes with things that are never used. And finally, don't rely on open baskets everywhere. They hide clutter, but they don't remove it. So if this helped you rethink how you're organizing your home, make sure you're subscribed. We share homeowner tips here every week, and we make daily life easier and your home feel better to live in. An organized home doesn't just look better, it feels better. Rooms feel bigger, cleaning gets easier, mornings feel calmer, and you stop feeling like you're constantly managing your stuff. Drop a comment below and tell me which area of your home feels the most cluttered right now. I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate. My husband Bruce and I are in homes across Southeast Minnesota every day, and we see firsthand what makes homes feel calm and what makes homes feel overwhelming. And we love sharing what we learn so you can enjoy your home more and more every day. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.